Hey Riley, I wanted to just give you some quick feedback on your poster. Great start, great start. A bunch of things we can improve without a huge amount of effort though. Want to make this title bigger. I think with the amount of words and stuff and the amount of white space we have around here, we can make this bigger. We can make the logos smaller as need be. I'll probably tweak those a bit once you're done with them. But for example, we not allowed to use this Pirate Lab logo anymore because it used the word institute on it, and I'm not allowed to use the word institute. Maybe we'll put one of our drone logos on there or something. In any event, I like the content that you put in here. I think we just need to clean it up a bit. So, for example, one thing is the general. I want you to be consistent with stuff. So, for example, this paragraph is justified, whereas this one, for example, and this one are not. So it doesn't so much matter which way you do it, but let's just be consistent. Secondly, when we have these guys in a row, it's a visual distraction when this side might be lined up, but this margin is not. So let's sort of get those guys all consistent in that sense. It would be great if so you talk about threatened by lack of deposition. Maybe a little bit more about that lack of sediment input might be key. I'd like to see more of that. The other big thing to work on as you revise this guy is I want to get rid of all this white stuff. Now the cheap way to do that is just to make the background totally white, and then you just have then you wouldn't need to do it. But I'll show you a couple different ways you can do that really quickly, and I think it just makes it look more professional. Okay, so come up in here, and we can just copy and paste, but I'm gonna click this guy. Save picture, save it as a picture to the desktop. Already did that. I'm going to come over here to my Photoshop, open up Photoshop, open. I'm come open this sucker, and here we go. Now it's in Photoshop, and again, Photoshop is on all campus computers. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to duplicate this guy, so we always have, in case we screw up or whatever, we can always go back. Duplicate layer. I'll call this edited or something. Okay, I'm going to turn off my background. So now I have it edited. Now I'm going to come up and select. I'm going to select a color range. I can use this eyedropper to select things, but note from this little map, which is showing me some of the picture here in a simplified version, it's not consistent. Somebody scanned this in not as well as they could have, or it's not a direct output from a computer program. So therefore, I'm going to, while we could do sampled colors, that might cause some issues here, make it take longer for us. We're going to pick highlights, which is all the white stuff. Now, when I say OK, you'll notice that it's selected all of the white parts of stuff. Okay, now that's selected. I'm going to either just hit delete on my computer or pick delete, and now look, now we've deleted all that stuff. Now I'm going to hit Command D to unselect the selection, and there we go. Now we have all this stuff. Now we can insert this thing either in the poster, or we can copy elements and make those sub images and paste those in, resize them individually if needed, that kind of stuff. Another thing we could have done, regardless of, so if we step back, and let's just say this is again the thing we're starting with. If we did have something that's nice and very hard edges like a rectangle, it could pick, for example, my selection tool. Come up here, pick this dude, select that, and then hit crop, and it would have gotten stuff the same way. So with one of those types of approaches, I'd like you to edit these guys that are high resolution. And then we can have these guys, regardless of what your background is, they'll show up and they'll pop quite nicely. Again, this one looks a bit pixelated. This guy's maybe a bit pixelated. This guy's really pixelated, so we really need a new one of this. But in that way, I can, for example, delete my whites so that we have blue shining on through. And then if that doesn't work out, we can also reinsert a white box behind this to make the legend pop if you do like the white background there but want to get rid of the white here. All those steps I think will make it look a lot more professional, make it pop a lot more. Those are my initial thoughts, and I'll see you soon. I hope you're having a great weekend. Thanks. Bye.